Motorola is catering to every corner of the phone market. Whether it be a high, mid, or low-end phone, they have an option for you. And with that being the case, this review is going to be a straightforward, simple, much like the G4 Play, review. Let's get started. First thing that'll pop into your head when you pick up this phone is plastic. Plastic, plastic, and more plastic. The only thing that makes the phone feel like it has quality is the weight, and I have to say the weight is kind of nice. Now, we'll try not to be negative though, because remember, this phone only costs $150, which is a pretty awesome price for a phone in general. Now, something I really liked about the G4 Play, much like the G4, is that it has the Moto dimple on the back, which provides a very comfortable feel. Now, the G4 Play is basically just a clone of the G4, so if you want to know more about the hardware, go ahead and check out our video review of the Moto G4. Now, for the G4 Play, software performance is the big difference. The G4 Play houses a Snapdragon 410 processor, while the G4 houses a 617, and that's a pretty big jump in performance, and it's kind of noticeable. It also has only 2 gigs of RAM, which kind of shows, but amazingly, it's pretty good for the price. It performs well and didn't really give me any issues during my run with it, and I'd say it's a solid budget choice as long as you're not like a huge gamer or anything like that. Now, the screen doesn't get very bright and the colors seem to be a bit off, and it's only a 720p display as well, meaning it's not going to be the highest quality screen by a large margin, but not the worst. Viewing angles aren't the best either, leaving you with a bright screen when you turn the phone sideways enough. A couple pretty awesome things about this phone you wouldn't expect to find in a budget phone are spill resistance and a decent battery. Spill resistance is emphasized because that doesn't mean submersible. It only means that if you spill some water on the G4 Play, you're good to go. Limited contact with liquid isn't going to really hurt it. Now, the battery's pretty good too, probably in part because it's 2800 mAh, and it doesn't have to power much anyway, so a lot of the energy is probably conserved. When I used the camera, I was honestly surprised at the quality of the pictures I took. They're crisp, clear, and decently colorful, not something you'd expect out of a budget phone at all. And again, they used a simple camera layout, which is something I grew to love with the Moto X 2015. All things considered, being the price, the build, the overall performance, I'd say this is a perfect budget phone. A Moto G4 will run you $199 on Amazon, and the Moto G4 Play will run you about $50 less. I wouldn't be adverse to picking this up as a backup phone just to have. Let us know what you think about the phone if you picked it up and have some thoughts. Anyways, this has been Your Tech Explained, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for videos like this weekly. Thanks for watching.